Alrighty. Hi there, my name's Annabelle Cressy, and today I'm going to go over some of the best apps that design and technology teachers can use that are found in Office 365. Office 365 is a really useful, suite of apps that is often underlooked for opportunities for teaching and how we can communicate and interact in the ICT space. So, the first app that I want to talk about today is Microsoft Forms. Microsoft Forms is an app in the Microsoft ecosystem that allows the creation of forms and quizzes that can be sent to different parties to collect information and data via links, etc. You can use this data to then analyze and compare results. You can export it to a different web page or to Excel or a different app to compare and contrast how your students are going. One of the things I love with it is this example here is I created a student reflection. It's a great tool of being able to collect their information all on a spreadsheet to be able to easily review and assess. It also gives them opportunities to think critically about what they're making and creating. So I made this one for an assignment where they've made an automata where it's got different moving parts for their systems design unit. And you can see it starts off being like, what is your main theme? What is your idea? And then the next one you can do a multiple choice of how do you think you went with that? Did you stick closely or not to that question? So you can vary your questions and see what the students are doing. I really enjoy a few other ways you can use this. Comprehension checks, so they answer the question before they get to leave the classroom. Just a way of getting feedback as a teacher, knowing that what you're teaching is getting into the students' brains. Another way is creating a safety contract, so getting all the students to agree to your terms. This is how we're going to act and behave in the design and tech workspace, and we're going to be responsible and we're going to behave this way, or there are consequences and you will be doing paperwork. In the corner, you won't be able to have fun because that's an important part of D&T is firstly their safety. Another way is peer and self-reflection of they can make their own forms and fill out questions of what they're thinking. They could also make quizzes to get feedback from their friends. I think an important part of design is getting that feedback so they can make their own forms to send to their friends. Another way would be a weekly design journal. So a few alternatives for Microsoft Forms would be you've got Google Forms, which is a free web-based one, Kahoot and quizzes, which are really fun, more engaging ones. Might not be as detailed as Office 365, but still a great opportunity to quiz your students and see how they're going for comprehension. And then you've got Jotform and SurveyMonkey, which are a little bit more in depth. Kahoot and quizzes are fun, but maybe not necessarily good if you're wanting more of a sentence or a paragraph from your students. Then my next one is Microsoft PowerPoint. So PowerPoint is part of the Office 365 ecosystem and is an app for displaying and creating content in a digital slides for presentations. So you can access this on your web browser or on an app on your computer. And it has a lot of collaborative features, which means you can have multiple people working on the same PowerPoint at a time, which is really great to either you're collaborating with your fellow teachers or you're getting the students to fill things in as you go. You could give them a page of references, each student's, and then at the end you could all go through the PowerPoint and see everybody's ideas. A few alternatives that you can get is Canva. Canva's got some really fun PowerPoint options and slides with their fun design tools. You can make some really nice looking things. InDesign, you can make PowerPoints, but that's a lot more high tech. That's in your Adobe suite, and would be, as a teacher myself, because I've been trained in InDesign, I could make slides very quickly, but I could understand if that would be beyond a lot of students and teachers' heads. You've got Prezi and Google Slides and Keynote as well, which are also really great options for making presentations. And what is an example of PowerPoint being used? Well, you are looking at it. I made all these slides within PowerPoint. It was really easy. It was really simple. It had already had all the heading styles and the layout sorted, which meant I got to focus on the text and the content itself. And I knew I was able to make it look good and professional to be able to present. So some of the ways specifically design and technology we can use it is step-by-step instructions for students. If we've got students who are excelling and we want to scaffold the lesson more, we can be like, all right, what's the next instruction? You go off and do that. And I'm going to look at those students that might be struggling a little bit more. We can also use it for group projects. So having multiple people working on the same PowerPoint, we can get the students to collaborate together on the same project, and then at the end they can present what they've been working on. But I think that's one of these great things of this app is the opportunity for collaboration within the communication. It's not just one student making the PowerPoint, it's something that they can take ownership of together and present to the class. So I hope this has been helpful and you've learned some new things and inspired some new ways that you can use PowerPoint and forms in your classroom. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much.